And let us think Mother as the Gurudev. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you. I bow to the entire creation. Om. Amen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever. It is by the grace of God and Sri Gurudev, we have assembled here in the Temple of Harmony, Kriya Vedanta Gurukulam, to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Sri Gurudev's coming to Americas. And as I told you on the first day, these days are very special. Yesterday was birthday of Sri Yukteswarji. Tomorrow, according to the lunar calendar, Tithi, birthday of Sri Gurudev. Today, according to the lunar calendar, Nrsimha Chaturdashi, the day of incarnation of Lord Narimha, today. And today is also special day we celebrate as the Mother's Day. So today is a double blessed day. When we think of Lord Narimha is depicted as man-lion. In Sanskrit, there is one expression, Purusha Singha, Nru Singha, is a common expression. A person who is capable to achieve the goal with own strength, firmness, determination is called as Purusha Singha. So, if we will be people of determination, if I am determined to achieve and achieve something good, and I not only am determined, and through determination and hard work, I achieve it, I become Nrsimha. It is said in the scriptures about why Lord Nrsimha took incarnation. He took incarnation for a little boy who loved God. His father was a little, worldly, materialistic, and whose mind was always after power, very power hungry. And he was thinking, I am God. He was thinking, I am God. And this concept of I am God came to him not out of humility, and through his sadhana. He did sadhana and he got power. He did sadhana, pleased Lord Brahma. Through Brahma's grace, he was invincible. And he wanted to be immortal. To tell the story a little bit elaborately, but shortcut, he wanted to be immortal, powerful, and everything. And how? Through sadhana. Those who meditate to get power, all right, but for goodness of others, it's good. Those who meditate for their own emancipation, own liberation, is all right. But if you think of getting power to show your authority, to have ego, it is demoniac. Anybody. Suppose we have money. Money is useful. Use it for your family, use it for yourself, use it for society, it is fine. But if you have money for bad habits, ego, it's not good. So he went to meditate. When he went to meditate, he told his wife, I'm going to meditate. It might take years after years, maybe thousands of years. The wife said, all right. Wife did arati, put vermilion mark on the forehead. And he said, I'm going to the Himalayas. He said, all right. He went to the Himalayas. But what happened? The next day he came back. What happened to you? You went to meditate, you said years after years, maybe thousands of years, but you came back the next day. No, nothing happened. Everybody wants to cover up. And he did not want to reveal his weakness near his wife. So wife didn't say anything in the night when they're in the bedroom. So the wife was taking care of him and really what happened to you? Because wife was curious. He said, nothing I told you. No, you are hiding. You know how to extract. So they were very close to each other. And then he said, do you know what happened? He said, when I went to meditate, I don't like Narayana. I was sitting to meditate and a parrot came chanting Narayan, Narayan. I don't want to think of Narayan. Narayan in my ears. I opened my eyes, I saw a parrot. I wanted to catch hold and parrot flew away. Then I sat, eyes closed, Narayana, Narayana. So at that time they were united physically together. So really he said Narayana, Narayana. When he was chanting Narayana, they were together. The next day he said, I'm going again to meditate. It will take. So he went to the Himalayas and meditating. So she got pregnant. After some time, Indra, the ruler in heaven, he knew that this mischievous person meditating, he will get the power and he will conquer heaven and he will kick me out. So what Indra did, he attacked the kingdom of Hiranyakashipu in his absence and he defeated. He defeated the entire army because the king is not there. So what he did, he wanted to take the wife of, Hiranyakashipu, her name is Kayadhu, as captive and taking the chariot. So at that time, says Narada came, Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. So Indra, what are you doing? He said, I conquered the kingdom of Hiranyakashipu, defeated. I'm taking. He said, why? I think she's pregnant. I want to, as is the father, so will be the son. I want to. He said, Indra, you are getting crazy. The baby in the womb is a great devotee of the Lord, and none can kill him. What about you? He said, is it so? He got, what shall I do? He said, don't worry, leave her with me. She will stay in my hermitage. So Kayathu lived in the hermitage of Sage Narada the rest of her life. Rest of her means till. Good company makes you good, bad company will make you bad. She was conceived listening to Narayana, even Narayana coming from the mouth of the husband who never believes in Lord Narayana, Narayan God. The Kayadhu is staying there. Narada said, stay peacefully, joyfully, sing the name of God. So Narada is speaking of God in a pleasant, divine environment. So her gestation period, delivery, now this little boy grew up. This boy's name is Prahlada. Prahlada means full of bliss. Prakrustena, Hlada, Hrada, Prahlada, full of bliss. One who is full of bliss, you see, it's because of the mother. So he grew up. Now he's meditating years after years after years, and Lord Brahma came. He said, what do you need? He said, I need to be immortal. He said, look, it is not in my hand. Make me powerful. He said, I'll make you powerful. Nobody can kill me. He said, nobody can kill you. So, but he said, tell me, because one day we'll have to, he will say, I'll not die in the day, I'll not die in the morning. I'll not die inside the house, I'll not die outside the house. I'll not die on the earth, I'll not die in the space, not in water. Like all these conditions he put so that he will be immortal. Lord Brahma said, all right. And he thought neither day nor night, inside house, outside house, on the earth, in water, in space, nowhere I can be killed. Who can kill me? He thought, I'm immortal. And he came back and he had power and he conquered everything. And oh God. But he could not conquer his little child. The child was, you can imagine, purely devoted to the Lord. I don't want to tell this story more longer. He wanted to kill this child. To kill. He wanted to kill. First he put in the prison. If you don't give food for a few days, his mind will be all right. No food. So he didn't keep food. But he is a devotee of the Lord. Divine Mother came and fed him without knowledge of anybody. And he was, one who is eating food from the hand of the Divine Mother. And he was full of, and Hiranyakashipu saw that he's stronger and more beautiful without food. What is happening to you? He wanted to burn in fire, trample under the feet of the elephant, threw from the hilltop, threw into the ocean. So it's another interesting story from his life. He wanted his little child to study. So there were two teachers appointed to teach him and other children. So when the teachers were absent, this little Prahlada, he said, look, let us play. He said, what is this play? The play is Sankirtan play. What is Sankirtan play? We'll sing and dance. He said, what to sing and dance? He said, let us stand up. They all stood up. Then he said, let us sing Narayana, Narayana. So he chanted. And everybody chanting Narayana, Narayana. Here what happened, the teacher came. When teacher came and they are in full of bliss, the teacher forgot that they are teachers. They started dancing with the kids. Narayan, Narayan. When they are dancing, the school inspector came. When the school inspector came to see that how the children are studying, and they found this is going on, you can imagine what the king called the teachers. What are you teaching? You are teaching all the children to sing the name of my enemy? So, however, one day he told Narada, Prahlada, come on the lap, tell me, what have you studied? He said, I've studied. And he started telling about spirituality. However, when the father was extremely upset, he said, you tell Narayan, 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 where is he? He said, my Narayana is not in Vaikuntha or anywhere, it's everywhere. Everywhere? He said, yes. In me, in you, he said, stupid. Do you think he's everywhere? He's in this pillar? Because his palace, it is crystal pillar. He said, yes, he's there. He kicked the pillar broke. And from the pillar, a strange appearance came out. He told, I'll not be killed by the animals, I'll not be killed by humans, I'll not be killed by the demons and all these. However, so it is strange. It is not a human, it is not an animal, and as I called it, man lion. So there is, and Hiranyakashipu was liberated. And today is the day, and he incarnated for short time. It was in the evening time, and day is gone before night. That short transition of time, you can tell that he incarnated, and then where he incarnated and Hiranyakashipu was liberated, and he was in such a state of rage, anger, nobody could dare to go to him to pacify. They told Mother Lakshmi, can you go to your beloved? He said, oh God, I can't go. No devas. So what to do? At that time they appealed, Prahlada, can you go? He went. When he went, he took Prahlada into his lap, and it is lion's body, the upper part. So he licked the body of Prahlada, and today is the day. And Prahlada became Prahlada because of whom? Tell me. Prahlada became Prahlada because of the mother. Because the mother invoked the name of Narayana in the mouth of her husband, thinking of Lord Narayana, and conceived and spent the time in the hermitage of says Narada. If you think of Prahlada, the great devotee of the Lord, for whom the Lord incarnated, and it is because of the mother. So today is the Mother's Day. I'm so happy that few times I have been here in this ashram on Mother's Day, and this year also. If you think in the entire creation, this, whether it is plants, animals, birds, humans, who is the source of this creation? One will tell, Father, I don't agree. Yes, the role of the father is there, but if you see the significance, the role of the father is very little. There is a verse Gurudev used to chant, why mother is greater than the father. Piturapyadhika mata garbhodharana poshanat pratyaksha devata tasam matrurupena tisthita. Why mother is greater than the father? Pituhu api adhika mata. Mother is superior to the father. Why? Garbhodharana. Yes, father and mother were united. That was over. But who kept us in her womb all these months? Starting from a tiny zygote formation, fetus, and that is growing up, months after months. Who nourished us there? There is a description that no sooner did the child is born, there is food for the child in the mother's breast. Who created it? Once Shivaji, Chhatrapati, had little bit ego that I am ruling, I am taking care of. And his guru, Samarth Ramdas, he found that this ego is not good. One day he brought Chhatrapati, let us go for a walk. They're walking. And then he told, can you see this stone? He said, yes. Can you break it? He broke it. And inside the stone, there is a small empty space, and a frog came out. And he said, Chhatrapati was asked by Guru. The Guru asked, Shivaji, not asking Shivaji, Shiva, tell me, who was feeding this frog inside the stone? He said, who? Surely God. And Shivaji was quite intelligent. He got the point. So he bowed at the feet. So Guru took in his arm, he said, look, ego is the cause of all downfall. Don't have ego. We have ego, I did. So be careful. Here, Gurudev is telling, Pituhu api adhika mata, mother is superior to the father. Why? Garbhodharana poshanat. She fed her, once we are born, she fed us from her breast and we grew up. Gurudev is telling about the mother and mother's love. This very interesting story. He said, do you know what mother is? There was a young couple and the young man, the husband, and widow mother, and the daughter-in-law, the wife. And the wife always complained that you love your mother more than me. He said, no, she's old, widow, she has raised me up. Old age, why do you complain all this? You are my wife. She said, no. Do you really love me? Do you really? Always. He said, tell me, what proof you need that I have to say that I love you? He said, I need your mother's heart. You need my mother's heart? So, okay. And he went to the mother. The mother said, why you are here? What happened to you? You feel a little agitated? He said, no, no, this thing is happening. My wife is telling that I love you more than her. He said, what proof she needs that? He's telling your heart. This much, take my heart. And the story, it is story. So he, with a knife, you can imagine what he has done. And taking the mother's heart in the hand, while going out, he stumbled. When he stumbled, the mother's heart is telling, my child, are you hurt? The story ends. This is mother's heart. Who can really understand a mother's heart? Who can really understand a mother's love? Who can really understand a mother's sacrifice? Who can really understand the vastness of mother's? So that is why it is said, one meaning of mother in Sanskrit, mata, it is said from me dhatu to measure, one who cannot be measured. There is no measuring yard, measuring instrument to measure the greatness of mother. None. No one can. So that is why her name is Mata, Ma, whose love, whose depth, whose greatness can never be measured by anybody. This is who mother is. The word Mata It is coming from the original word matru. Original word matru or mata, manyate, pujyate, ya sa mata. One who is the adorable, the worshipable, the one who is, you will tell Pita. Do you know what is the derivative word of Pita? Pati Rakshati. One who protects, one who helps. But mother is mother. So today on this Mother's Day, when we all are sitting here and thinking of the mother, do you know, yesterday I told this concept of motherhood or mother is very vast. This in Sanskrit classical literature, in description, it is said, mother is not just who gives birth to you. There are Shodasa Matruka, 16 categories of in human relationship. Your daughter is your mother. Your son-in-law is your mother. So you can imagine your sister is your mother. So you can, how this idea of your father's, it is written Pitru Ramani. If your father is, sometimes it happens, is going with somebody. We tell stepmother, but it is not stepmother, it's mother. It is not stepmother, it is mother. Matru Ramani, Guru Patni, Guru's wife, father-in-law, not father-in-law, mother-in-law, like this, that 16 classification of mothers. So beautiful. Mother, mother, mother. I remember one funny incident. When I was young means in 20s, the house where I was staying, the next neighboring house, a family lived, and they had 3 daughters. So the eldest was not keeping good health. She must be at that time 11, 12. So you can imagine like this. So somebody introduced me with that family, and she came to practice little yoga exercises. So these 3 sisters used to come and play and run. And so these 3 developed a little bit love for me. So it is their own imagination. The eldest considered me as her son. The middle considered me as her father. And the youngest cute little one as her guru. So they grew up 1-2 years there. One day Gurudev was there in Cuttack. So I was to go to Gurudev. The parents were initiated. At that time, these children were small. So the parents were also to go to see Gurudev. So this eldest daughter, she might be at that time 12, 13 or so, but maybe 12 or 11. However, she wanted to go with me. I didn't like to take her. I didn't like to somebody going with me in rickshaw. When she cried, her parents insisted. With reluctance, I took her. So Gurudev was staying in a businessman's house. So ground floor is huge, shop, that upstairs, the residence. So I went straight, and in that shop, they stopped this girl. They wanted to, who are you? She said, are you his daughter? I said, no. Are you his niece? No. Are you his sister? No. She was very small, like her. Then who? What is? How are you related? She said, I'm his mother. They could not first understand. A little girl is telling, I'm his mother. Once Gurudev was, when during last years of Gurudev, quite a few years, one disciple of Gurudev from Europe was accompanying Gurudev. And she will bring Gurudev, suppose Gurudev is going to India, she will take Gurudev to India and she will come back alone. She will again go back to bring Gurudev to West alone and bringing Gurudev back like this. And she, during those days, used to buy ticket for Gurudev herself, first class ticket like this for Gurudev, for Gurudev's comfort. So she's pushing the wheelchair in the immigration, US immigration. The immigration officer asking, because one is having Indian passport, the other is having European passport, and how are you related? So Gurudev said, she's my mother. And she's telling, he's my father. And you can imagine the immigration officer, what he would be thinking. So this word mother and feeling this, my mother, when I'm thinking of this, the thought of, I'm not talking of Divine Mother and all this, thought of few faces coming to me. One is Sarada Devi, one is Anandamayi, one is the mother of Gurudev, one is coming to my own mother. I'm coming to everybody's mother also. With these two examples of Sarada Devi and Anandamayi, when Sarada Devi got married, and do you know what was the age difference? Age difference between the two?
23 years.
More than 20 years.
Sahaja, what are the age difference? 18. 18 years age difference. And how old was she?
16.
She was little cute little girl. What type of marriage? And when she grew up, she was young and she's hearing from others that her husband is mad. He's crying, ma, 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 and he's sometimes in ecstasy because he's in Kolkata, Dakshineshwar, and she's in the village, and she's going to meet the first meeting. When she's meeting her husband, and the husband is still, and she's thinking, how could people speak so bad about this, such innocent, sweet, humble, loving? Can you imagine? And he's asking Sarada Devi, I really love you, but will you bind me in the world of Maya, or you will help me? She said, I am here to help you. Such pure love between the two, not worldly love. Just little ago, I was reading about one wife and husband. Really, when in Denver, I spoke about her also. The young man, his name is Vachaspati. And Vachaspati was the son of the widow mother. And the mother took care of this young boy, fatherless, in every possible way. And this boy was exceptional in memory, study, education, talent, memory exceptionally brilliant. But usually what the mother would want, let my son. And she found a good girl. And with this proposal coming to her son, my son, I have come with a proposal. Then he said, do you know, it might not please you, but I have a goal in my life. I have made a determination. I want to write explanation on Brahma Sutra, which will help people to understand what Acharya Shankar was explaining. So this is my life. I promised. So I'm not fit for married life. And when this mother was talking, because when the mother came with this proposal, the girl's father was there. He heard all these things. The mother could not say anything. The girl's father went back a little bit sad and was talking in the family that young man is really handsome, educated, well-mannered, but this is his promise. Can you imagine this young lady, what she said? If she wants to not to be disturbed, but still then if she wants to fulfill his mother's will, I'm ready to marry. I will not expect anything from him. I'll just serve him to fulfill his wish. And are you really telling this? She said, yes. The father went and told the mother of Vachaspati. The mother again asked, do you know, she's the girl who promises she will never disturb you, but do you want to see her or talk to her? Then he said, when she has already chosen me, I have nothing to say. On the day of marriage was over, he started working. Day and night, day and night, day and night, he was busy in his work. In the meantime, maybe the mother is no more. In the meantime, she's growing, but the he didn't know day and night. He didn't know, maybe mechanically he must be going because his thought is so deep, his mind is so deep. He was taking food without knowing what he's eating. Years after years after years after years, he would come. She would come to his room to light lamp in the night, put oil, do everything. So it is said that some say that when he finished his work, that took some say 7 years, some say 30 years, like long period of time. And some say that that time the light of the lamp blew off. It became dark. And when it was dark, he never saw the dark people. The wife came to light the lamp. So he said, who are you? He said, don't you remember me? He said, I think you are serving me. Who are you? He said, I'm your wife. I am Bhamati. He got a little bit, he recollected, can I see your hand? And she caught hold of her hand. She felt, he said, this hand has served me all these years, serving me food, taking care of me, taking care of all that. Not only lighting the lamp, because he was lighting palm leaves. So preparing palm leaves for his writing, everything was ready so that his mind will not go anywhere for anything. You sought me tirelessly day and night for all these years. I have done a lot of injustice to you, isn't it? You can imagine, he had tear, the wife has tear. Do you know, I have made a promise. The day I finish my writing, I'll renounce the world, I'll be a monk. Will you not be unhappy? Will not be, who'll look after you? Who'll take care of you? But this is my promise. She said, look, your joy is my joy. Your satisfaction is my satisfaction. Your success is my success. Your, I'll never stand on your way. I will live with the memory that I could serve somebody who is so committed, so devoted, so disciplined, so goal oriented. I'm proud to be serving you all these years. This memory will be my strength. I will survive. Don't worry, you can go. Do you know, you think of Sarada Devi, you think of Anandamayi Ma, they did not have, so-called children. But how many children they have? Are not people loving her till today as the mother? Are they not receiving motherly love from them? Do you know, all of us, we are indebted to the mother, motherhood, motherly love. On the other hand, we also develop a little bit of motherly love in our heart. Everybody. Everybody should develop that motherly love, that sacrifice, mother's sacrifice. So, what to speak? Speak of the mother. I told you yesterday, mother is the earth. Today I found this Mata, space, Akasa is also mother. Akasa is mother. Prosperity is mother. So, I never knew the space is also mother. So, space is mother, the earth is mother. We are on the lap of the mother, and space is covering up. Warmness of space, the sky. So we have mother everywhere. Where there is no mother. Without the father, the mother can raise the child up very easily. Without the mother, it is really difficult for the father to raise the child up. It's difficult. So when I was young, a thought came to me that it is not that you will tell hormone this, that. I'm talking of my way of, why did God give no beard to the mother? Do you know why? The baby. If you want to taste it, if the father will take the baby and the baby will not like it. The baby will not like. Baby needs, as the baby's cheeks are so tender, and baby needs that tender cheek, not this bearded cheek or even clean shaven cheek. Still, then it is rough. So father's cheek is rough. Mother's cheek is smooth, for smooth cheek of the baby. The baby loves this. That's why God did not give beard to the mother. So it is said, I read, I told this many times when it was in 1994. So when I came to Delhi to apply for my visa for my first trip to Europe, so somebody was taking me on the back of his motorbike. I passed, my eyes are funny. My eyes go everywhere. Jukteswar's eyes very like this. It doesn't blink. It doesn't go here and there. My eye, if I'm sitting in the car, I'll read the posters, I'll read the billboard, I'll read everything. Even I learned German words in Europe while reading the posters and all these roadside. So, however, I read in the front of a church, it was written, God created mother because he cannot be everywhere to serve. God created mother because he cannot be everywhere to serve. God's role to serve is reflected, is manifested through the presence of the mothers. I told the other day out of joke, very well organized house. You keep two young men there, or even one man. Mostly what will happen, everything will be disorganized. The towel will be there, this thing will be there, but the room, its house will be well organized if the mother is there. So this is what to keep our life organized. Do you know, one day I was in Vienna, and that day Mother Teresa was declared as the saint. There was a big celebration. I was in Vienna, there was a program going on. I asked, in Christian tradition, in Catholic tradition, how many mothers they have. So they said, Holy Mother, Mother Mary. I said, there. They said, our own mother. I said, there. They stopped. I said, Mother Teresa. Because if somebody is declared as a saint, they said, before she might be a sister, now she is no more. Then she becomes a saint. She becomes saint, not mother. In Catholic culture or Catholic practice, Mother Mary, Holy Mother, our own mother. Mother Teresa is the only saint, is mother. I asked why she became mother, do you know? Because she was serving in India. If she would have been anywhere, she would have been Sister Teresa, not Mother Teresa. Because she was in India, everybody called her as mother. India, I'm not talking of the land, I'm talking of Vedic culture. And Vedic culture is not culture of Indians, it is human culture. Vedic culture is human culture, and Hinduism is humanism, universalism. Those who tell we are Hindu, you are this, they are not Hindus. Hindus, again to tell you, Hindu is not a group, it is an attitude of openness, broadness. If you don't have openness, you are not a Hindu. So openness, broadness, love, acceptance, that is what Vedic culture is, and that is what real motherhood is. Near mother, there is no, do not, I remember once I invited a friend of mine to our home, and he was Muslim in village. I never told anybody that he is Muslim. I whispered in my mother's ear, his only mother, he is my Muslim friend. He said, so what? You are my son, he's my son. I was really happy to hear from her in a, she studied up to class 3. She said, near a mother, everybody is. I have seen one cow feeding 3 calves. In my own eyes, I have seen, and 2 orphans. 2 calves have lost their mother, and her own calf feeding 3 calves and standing there joyfully, licking the body of all the calves, not that discriminating my calf, others' calf. When I was talking of mother in Sanskrit literature, in Sanskrit, lexicon, Stanyadatri. If anybody has given her breast to another baby, feeding the baby with her breast milk is also mother. Stanyadatri. Kshatradatri. Kshatradatri, nowadays the concept of, coming, the Surrogate mother? What is surrogate mother? So we tell surrogate mother, but Kshetradatri, it's a classical word. You can carry the fetus of other couple in you. Do you know who did this? It is from Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam, the baby of Dasaratha, Vasudeva and Devaki grew up in the womb of Rohini. Baby of the fetus of Vasudeva and Devaki grew up in the womb of Rohini, Balabhadra, Balaram. This is Kshetradatri, mother. Mother, so beautiful. On this Mother's Day, I'm thinking of God, the Divine Mother, because sometimes people get confused. Even in Abrahamic religion, they said God is he or she. It's a simple question. God is he or she. So you will tell, Jesus said, my heavenly Father. So God is he. So God has gender. So I don't know, in Judaism, in Islam, they call God or Allah, but what gender they think, I don't know. But Allah in Sanskrit is mother. Allah, it is Sanskrit word also. Allah in Sanskrit is mother. In Upanishadic mantra, it is said, Tam Stri. Stri means feminine. Oh God, you are feminine. Tam Pumanasi, you are masculine. So you are both. So you, depending upon you, as you love. I love God as mother. Beautiful. Even if you are Christian, love God as Mother Mary. In Mother Mary, at least. Nothing wrong. So, however, God is as you love. And when we tell God is love, love is feminine. Love is feminine. Devotion is feminine. So, God is feminine. However, loving God as mother, loving this earth as mother. Today I found the sky as mother, river as mother, tree as mother. Everywhere there's mother. Do you know, somebody asked me, can I give you a cup of tea? I said no. Coffee? I said no. So, milk? I said no. Then what shall I give you? Then in humor I told, give me the milk of Mother Earth. So, what is the milk of Mother Earth? That person could not understand. I said, in Vedic culture, it is said, Parvata Stanamandale, the prayer to the Mother Earth, Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam, Padasparsam Kshamassume. In that it is said, Parvata Stanamandale, O Earth, Samudra Vasane Devi, the ocean, the clothes, your ocean covers up the clothes, mountains are your bosom, and you are the beloved of Lord Vishnu, beloved of the Lord. So if the mountain are the bosom and the fountains are coming from the mountain, it is, when I was wandering in the Himalayas, so beautiful. I'm telling, 42 years ago, 42 years ago. So, oh God, this clear stream of mountain, you just put your hand and drink. No need of carrying water, bottled water, nothing. Crystal clear water, no pollution, nothing. That is what mother's love is. Yesterday you watched the dance, and before the dance you heard the introduction about the 5 elements. Each element is mother. Water, this, oh God. Can you feel mother's love when you pour water on your body? Can you feel it is, do you know, it is again the Vedic culture. When you are going to take bath, I'm talking about one mother. She's in the Himalayas, old mother. She's British lady. She was devotee of a very great sadhu whose name was Mastram Baba. I had been many opportunities to spend time with him. He's no more. Long ago he left his body. His disciple, British, she loved Ganga. This Mastaram Baba loved Ganga and the Himalayas. He spent his time in the cave near the bank of the Ganga. And when she followed him, and once she was sick, and she was to go to Delhi, All India Institutes. It was long ago. She cried bitterly, I can't. How can I leave Ganga and go? Let me die. But Baba told, you have to go, Mastaram Baba. Don't think about wherever you remember Ganga, Ganga is there. How can I take dip in Ganga water? He said, before taking dip, you chant Gang, Gange cha Jamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhi Kuru. You remember this mantra, chant this mantra, Ganga is there. Pour that water, feel that you are in Ganga water. Every river is Ganga. Every water is Ganga. In your shower, that is flow of Ganga. Feel that. As is your attitude, so is your experience. My mother is with me. Our mother with all of us. Divine Mother is with all of us all the time to live in this consciousness that we are with. I am with. There is a beautiful Bengali song. মা আছেন আর আমি আছি ভাবনা কি আছে মার মায়ের হাতে খাই পড়ি মা নিয়েছেন আমার ভার when my mother is there and I am with her why should I worry she's giving me food she's putting clothes on me she has taken all my responsibilities such beautiful surrender to the divine mother সংসার পাকে ঘোর বিপাকে যখন দেখবি অন্ধকার অন্ধকারের বিপদ হতে মা যে আমায় করেন উদ্ধার if there is darkness if there is any source of fear I will not have fear because my mother is with me and she's holding my hand I have no fear so we have to maintain this love devotion towards the divine mother towards our own mother towards our motherland towards the mother earth. Let us close our eyes for a moment. With deep love, let us think of the Divine Mother, God as the Mother. Let us remember the Gurus, our Gurudev as the Mother. Let us think of our own mother. Let us think of all the mothers. Let us think of every aspect of the divine manifested as the mother. We are sitting on the lap of the Mother Earth. All around is the space, the sky is also mother. There is no existence of ours without mother. I bow to God. I bow to God as the mother. Bow to Gurudev as mother. I bow to all of you as the mother. I bow to the entire creation as the mother. Sarvam Matrumayam Jagat. Let in our eyes, ears, everywhere there will be perception of Divine Mother, motherhood everywhere. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. Let all be happy. Sarve santu niramayaha. Let all be healthy. Sarve bhadrani pasyantu. let all be noble. Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Let there be no suffering, no misery. I bow to all of you. Thank you all. God bless you all. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And happy Mother's Day to all of us. Thank you.